Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, February 5th. You'll be interested to know. 7 years ago, today, in 2017. In the first overtime game in Super Bowl history, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots overcame a 25-point deficit to defeat the Atlanta Falcons, marking a significant moment in sports history and showcasing the resilience and skill of the Patriots during Super Bowl 51. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Expect waist-high sets on Wednesday morning with fairly clean conditions, and knee-high swell on Thursday and Friday mornings, both with clean conditions, shifting winds, and variable textures in the afternoons. Wednesday in Encinitas and North County. It's looking clean to fair at 2 to 3 feet until 2. After that, it turns choppy then fair until sunset. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 2.5-foot outgoing mid-tide, when the east-southeast swell is 2.5 feet at 12 seconds, and the offshore wind is 4 miles per hour. The first low tide Wednesday will be a half-foot at 10 a.m. with a 2.5-foot high tide at 4:45. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 57 degrees for the water temperature. This morning, it might be raining, and it feels like 47 degrees with 8 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 5:25, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:39. It looks like we're in for some cloudy skies today with rain likely and a high near 60. Expect a light southeast breeze around 5. Tonight, there's a chance of rain continuing with mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55, and light winds. Looking ahead in the weather. Expect a chance of rain on Thursday with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 59. Rain is likely Thursday night with a low around 52. Friday brings more rain with a high near 58. Saturday turns mostly sunny with a high near 58, and Saturday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 48. Sunday continues the mostly sunny trend with a high near 60, and Sunday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 48. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, a San Diego restaurant has been named the #1 most romantic restaurant in America. Cesarina, located in Point Loma, quickly sold out reservations for Valentine's Day after it was announced on January 31st that it topped Yelp's top 100 date night restaurants for 2025. Co-owned by Niccolo Angus, Chef Cesarina Mazzoni, and Giuseppe Capasso, Cesarina has garnered nearly 3,000 reviews with a star rating of 4.7. Famous for its house-made tiramisu and cozy atmosphere, Cesarina is expanding with a new Roman-style pizzeria named Elvira, which opened in December 2023. Now on to sports. Major League Baseball has fired umpire Pat Hoberg due to his involvement in a betting scandal. The 38-year-old shared his sports gambling accounts with a friend who placed bets on baseball games and deleted electronic messages relevant to the league's investigation. Although there is no evidence that Hoberg personally bet on baseball or manipulated games, he can apply for reinstatement no earlier than the spring training of 2026. This incident adds to a long and recently growing history of sports betting scandals, highlighting ongoing concerns about integrity in sports. In local sports, last night, the Lakers dominated the Clippers 122-97 at the Intuit Dome. LeBron James was phenomenal, scoring 26 points and adding 9 assists and 8 rebounds. Norman Powell led the Clippers with 21 points. The Lakers moved to 29-19, while the Clippers dropped to 28-22. Tomorrow night, the Lakers face the Golden State Warriors at home. Tonight, the Kings at 27-17-6 host the Canadiens at home. Adrian Kemp leads the team with 24 goals. The Kings are ready to capitalize on Montreal's struggling form with a record at 24-23-4. In top news, the Canadian province of Ontario is canceling a $100 million Canadian contract with Starlink in response to tariffs imposed by United States President Donald Trump. Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced on social media that the region is also banning American companies from provincial contracts until these tariffs are lifted. Ford stated, "We will be ripping up the province's contract with Starlink, emphasizing that Ontario won't do business with people hell-bent on destroying our economy." Meanwhile, discussions surrounding targeted tariffs on United States goods, including Tesla, are gaining traction among Canadian officials. In business news, Elon Musk claims that the Department of Government Efficiency is working 120 hours a week, contrasting this with what he describes as the optimistic 40 hours that bureaucratic opponents work. Musk aims to cut more than $1 trillion from the federal budget, bringing his Silicon Valley drive to Washington. He noted on X that very few in the bureaucracy work weekends, leaving the field for 2 days. While some experts see his approach as a way to enhance efficiency, others warn that excessive work hours can lead to fatigue and burnout, emphasizing the importance of balance. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 4% to just under $98,000. Ethereum is down 5% to just over $2,700. And Goatse's Maximus is down 9% to 13 cents. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. Dopamine is often labeled as a feel-good hormone, but experts clarify that it does not directly create feelings of happiness. While social media trends discuss dopamine rushes and fasts, scientists emphasize that dopamine plays a complex role in learning, movement, and motivation, rather than simply mediating pleasure. During enjoyable activities, dopamine levels rise, but so do other neurotransmitters, making the term dopamine rush an oversimplification. Moreover, the concept of dopamine fasting is misleading. It is about managing impulsive behaviors, not draining dopamine. Ultimately, dopamine is essential for survival, not merely for pleasure. And in entertainment news, the first trailer for the Fantastic Four, First Steps, has been unveiled, giving fans a glimpse into Marvel's interpretation of Marvel's first family, set in a 1960s-inspired, retro-futuristic world. Directed by Matt Shackman, the film features Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, known as Mr. Fantastic, alongside Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Eben Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm, also known as The Thing. The team faces Galactus, a cosmic entity, and the Silver Surfer. The Fantastic Four, First Steps, launches Phase 6 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe when it premieres on July 25th. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American poet Emily Dickinson. And she said, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words and never stops at all." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.